KUGAN CASSIUS IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast.
How do I get the last one with you?
Don't know. What do you want me to do? Go home?
Yes. I don't
Really?
want to talk to you. You were going to go on, then, but let's be
No.
honest, you need this bad,
How
don't
do you
you?
feel?
I feel gutted, but I feel just when you get beat like that by an unbelievable performance, by a pound for pound genius, I don't know what else you can do. You just say, you've got to dust yourself down and be better. I don't think it was a great performance from AJ, but that may well have been because Usyk was so bloody good. So, yes, there's loads of things he can do differently, but putting them into play is something that is hard to do.
Is the manner of the defeat more concerning than the Ruiz defeat?
Not really, because losing to Ruiz, after 8 rounds, AJ's winning the fight on the scorecards, and then Usyk wins every round, 9, 10, 11, 12, and closes the fight out. That's the championship rounds. That's the experience of Olekssndr Usyk. AJ couldn't see in the 9th, but he got outmanoeuvred. He got outskilled at times. He didn't do enough. He didn't close him down enough. He didn't apply enough pressure. He didn't hurt him enough. Well, he did hurt him, but after he hurt him, he just didn't jump on him. So, but again, you're fighting. When I'm going to sneeze. When he lost to Ruiz, it was like, but all this build-up, we knew this is possible if you don't get it right. And he didn't get it right. So he got beat. So, you can break it down. The manner of the defeat. He lost to a pound for pound, unbelievable fighter. Top 3 pound for pound in the world, probably number 2. There's no disgrace in that. Just give him the credit for not throwing his belt in the bin and choosing to fight Olekssndr Usyk, his mandatory challenger. Could have swerved it. In fact, we joked about it in the change room. Probably should have swerved it. But is that what you want? No. And that's not what AJ's about. And that's why he'll take the rematch, because he wouldn't do anything else.
Are you contractually obliged to have the rematch in a specific location or region?
No.
So it could be anywhere?
Yeah. We'll sit down with Alex and Aegis and we'll work out where the fight's going to, make sense, generate the most money, create the most interest. All kinds of things. AJ don't care where it is. He'd much rather do it in London, but, we'll have to see. But Usyk's the champ. This is his night. Great guy, great team. I won't say they deserve it, but they do deserve it. And, in a horrible way, you have to be happy for them. But that's sport. I don't know, and that you always have to strip it back like that. You get beat by the better man, the better person, the better woman, the better team. You just have to shake their hand and say, well done. You were better than me tonight, and that's what happened.
You're looking at Feb, March 2021?
Yeah, I think...
no, 2022, sorry.
Yeah, I think inactivity's not been great for AJ, and it's a mixture of the commercial stuff he does, COVID. That was his 2nd fight in 20 months. And he's, as you can see, at the moment, he's just pumped for the rematch. He just needs to calm down. I'm not going on holiday. I'm going back to the gym on Monday. He needs a holiday. He needs to rest, recover. Just take some time to realise.
He said about going to the gym before the fight, though, to be fair.
Yeah, but he at the moment, all he can think about is a rematch, which will be good for him in time. But just for now, switch off, rest your body. It was a taxing fight. It wasn't the power of Olekssndr Usyk, but it was the pressure and it was the work rate and it was, it got to the 12th and AJ was knackered. But started quite poorly and quite slowly. Came on great in the mid rounds. I'm thinking, okay, and then just wasn't good enough in the championship rounds. Usyk was masterful.
That Fury fight's done now?
For now, yeah. It's what it is. And, some people, you can say some people, it's madness, how do you feel?
I'd still watch it and so would you and so would everyone else.
By the way, AJ Fury will happen, unquestionably. But right now,
for undisputed,
we have a focus now. And listen, I still hope Fury wins in a couple of weeks. But right now, that the focus is on Olekssndr Usyk. It has to be, and I had a couple of questions in there from the media. Oh, don't you think he should have a warm-up fight first? Let's get real. When do we have a warm-up fight?
Warm-ups? Who said that?
No, but the media.
No.
But you're going to fight again, which obviously he's going to do. He wants to fight for another 4 or 5 years. But he has to rematch. You know, he'll want to win his belts back. He's a proud champion.
Will you look to work with Olekssndr Usyk regardless again?
Yeah,
I know obviously
we will
regardless
do
of
for the next fight.
yeah.
But look, all my work has been with Alex and K2. I don't know the situation moving forward. I know people think I'm a like slippery eel, but I'm not a leech to the fact that I'm now thinking let's just go in there and have a nice chat with him and go out for dinner with him tomorrow night. Like ultimately,
No, your priority is the rematch.
no, yeah, but
Yeah.
I've worked with Usyk for the last 4 fights. They know how we operate. They know how straight we are. You know, we don't fuck around. We don't lie. We don't cheat people. We tell you exactly the truth. There's no games being played in the run up to fights. It's just good business, and that's what tonight was, good business. But unfortunately, on the sports side, we lost.
Just before you go, and I know you really want to go, can you just quickly run through
Yeah,
the card for me?
Coley is just a disgusting beast.
Bradis next?
Yeah, it has to be one of the 3. I'd like him to go into Bradis because if you beat Bradis, you're number 1.
That's an easy fight to make, surely, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Unless Calla wants too much money, which he will, but we'll talk about that. But Gulamarin, Makabu, honestly, none of them will beat Coley. He's a nightmare. Callum Smith looked absolutely brilliant.
We hope.
I mean,
Obviously, he's all right.
Castillo's fine. He's at the hotel.
Cool.
One of the worst knockouts and most chilling knockouts I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I was so worried about Castillo. Thank God that he's okay. Campbell Hatton, I thought, was lucky to get the win. There's no point sugarcoating it. I said to Ricky and Matthew, you should rematch the kid next. And just take it on the chin and say, okay, if you think I was lucky to get the win, I'll do the fight again. I've had 3 questions from press saying, do you think you should take Campbell Hatton off these big shows and put him on small hall shows off TV? Maybe. But you're in the deep end. And you've already jumped in. You jumped in 6 months ago or 8 months ago. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. And all the experiences you're gaining now will give you an opportunity to be a great fighter. Conor Benn had the same experiences and he worked so hard and he used those experiences and some poor performances, some good performances to grow as a fighter. That's what Campbell's got to do. Campbell is much better than what we saw tonight. But I'm not saying give him a break because he's getting opportunities that people would give their left bollock for. But it's hard. It's hard going out there in front of 70,000 when you've got very little experience, you know, and that's what he's up against. But you're in it. You either want it that way or you don't. If not, then go and box on a non-TV show. And but that's not what he's about. He's good enough. He's just got to get it right, and we're behind him 100%. Marku boxed well. It was a good fight. I mean, good 10 rounds for him.
Silly scorecard.
The Italian judge is absolutely disgusting. 99-91. They gave Florian Marku 1 round. I mean, I thought he won by 2 rounds. Quite close, do you know what I mean? Like, Florian gave away rounds, but listen, Florian's still learning. You know, I said to Sam, look, Sam is the biggest supporter of all his fighters, but that was a good 10 rounds for Florian Marku tonight. Still learning.
Just a final one. What show are you looking to put Cash Farouk and Lee McGregor, the rematch on?
That'll be early in 2022.
It won't be this year?
Yeah, they could fight separately this year in November, and then we will fill up the hydro for that rematch.
But that fight's definitely
it's all done
for you. Okay. All right. Well, listen, it's boxing.
It's
what
mate.
can you
We'll
do?
go back to work on Monday. That's what we do. We have a nice roast dinner tomorrow. I will be really pissed off. I will be really miserable. I probably won't be great to be around. And then I will go and see my old man. He'll say, sort your life out, get back to work, and we will go in Monday and we will prepare now for Milan next Friday, and more importantly, Smith Fowler, which is now 13 days away, probably the best card we've ever done in Liverpool. So thank you for your support. Gutted to lose, but we move, as the kids say.
Thank you, Eddie.
Cheers. Super quick, mate. Do you want to do something? Or?